Hello, lovelies. This is 5-Minute Manifesting, and I'm your host, Lovey Brown. Thank you so much for listening today. Today, I want to talk about some basics of manifesting. So just the basic steps to go through when you're trying to manifest something, when you want to deliberately manifest something into your life, when you want to deliberately create something, or select something rather. You're selecting something that's already created. When you want to do that on purpose, right? You want to have a certain result, a certain experience, a certain person, a certain amount of money. You want a specific thing that you know what it is in your life. So, first, you're going to ask, right? You're going to ask with your focus. You're going to ask with your focus. Now, we've talked about this several times, but let me just go over it again. There are several ways to focus. You can visualize, and I think visualization is a great way to focus. You can have a congratulatory conversation where you're focusing by having a conversation with someone in your imagination who is congratulating you on getting the thing or having the thing or the experience that you want. So for example, like in the Manifest a Text Message podcast, the very first episode, I walk through a congratulatory conversation about you having a conversation with someone you trust who's telling you like, oh, I'm so glad you got the text message from that person. So that's your focus, right? You're asking with your focus. That's the mechanism of asking. You're not begging, and like if you have a begging in your spirit or in your heart, that's not it. That's not it. You're asking with your focus. So we said visualizing, I said the congratulatory conversation. You can focus with scripting, writing out a script, writing out a scene, writing out a narrative of what you want. You can focus with affirmations. I am loved. I'm in a committed relationship with my specific person. That's a method of focusing. So that's step 1. That's the asking phase. Step 2, believe. Ask, believe. Do you believe it's possible for you to have your manifestation? Now, you can combine this with your focusing. You can bring that element of belief. If you can visualize something, if you can say those affirmations and believe them, you're bringing that. But you don't have to have the level of belief that you're going to for sure get it. You just have to believe that you can get it, that it will happen, that it's possible, that it could happen. Do you believe? But you do have to have that level of belief. And you also have to believe that manifesting a little bit, you have to have at least a little bit of belief that this is possible, right? That this is possible. And then finally, receive. Step 3, receive. Now, to move into receiving, you have to detach. Now remember, Neville says that detaching is detaching from the negative feelings or the feelings of lack about your manifestation. But sometimes people can detach totally, and that helps them detach from the negative feelings, right? So, ask, believe, receive. Those are the steps. And this podcast is about how to get exactly what you want, how to manifest exactly what you want. And that's what I want for you. I intend for you to get exactly what you want. So just briefly again, ask through your focus, believe that it's possible, and then receive. And receive by detaching from the outcome, detaching from the lack and negative feelings if you can do that. If you can't do that, if you can't separate the two, then detach from it entirely. Detach from the outcome entirely. The choice is yours, right? There are many ways around the manifesting circle, and the choice is yours. Now, there are also many other things you can do to manifest. This podcast that we're talking about today isn't the be-all, end-all. It's just one basic set of steps that you can use to manifest. So I hope this was helpful. And like I said, may you manifest exactly what you want.